Okay, Tech Bear 1. This is Ithaca here from 405th and Soaring Hammer. You had a very valid question. Pardon me here, I'm going to adjust this while I talk to you. You asked a valid question. You're not the first person to ask about how resin reacts to the foam padding. Alright, so I do know spray paint and I do know that your clear coats do not react with the foam. In fact, and your acrylic paints, your brush on paints will not react to the foam. It will absorb it and harden. Now, have not resined it. So, my friend, what I'm about to do for you, and every other member who has the same question about how the reaction between the resin and the foam, we're going to do a little test for you. Okay? I am taking the Bondo fiberglass resin. Okay, Bondo is just a name brand. Everybody already knows that. Bondo is Bondo, not the resin, not the... Anyway, it's the brand name. So, that's what I'm basing this study off of, and it comes with its hardener. I already put in 6 tablespoons of the resin in here, and I'm about to add the hardener, and I'm about to adjust the camera down so you can see. We have here the mat. It's the black mat. This is I believe 2 millimeter. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking my appropriate measurements of hardener and adding it to my resin. Okay. Look. I'm sorry. I apologize. A fast thing I'm doing here. I should have on some gloves and the respirator and all that good stuff, but I am honestly not prepared, and it's a very fast, hasty type video. I'm hoping this stuff cures pretty fast. Should dry pretty fast. I might add a couple more drops just for that. For the purpose of drying a little bit faster. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, I'm going to have to brush this on real fast. But I just want you to get a good example without having to wait a full amount of time for it to dry. So here we go. I will set my stirrer right on there, and I will brush on real thick some resin for you. And we're going to see what kind of reaction, if any, we get from the resin. I made plenty, so let's put it on real good. I can do it. Just can't do it. Alright. And look at that. That's why I should wear rubber gloves. I got a little bit on me. But I will suffer with that. And that should be good. I'm going to get my towel real quick, which I do not have laying around. Take my hand off. Okay, I'm going to, if you don't mind, I'm going to pause. I'm at 3 minutes now. I'm going to pause, and we'll come back and we will go through how this reacts. So, I'll see you in a few minutes there. Okay, I'm back. Alright, now, it's not dry yet. Now, the only reaction that I am foreseeing, you can see it's got a nice sheen to it. You can actually see my mirrors, my fans off the ceiling. Reflecting off of this. It's rather remarkable. There is no bubbling, there is no signs of it eating away at the material. Although, when you utilize this mat, be sure the entire mat is super glued down or fastened down. What I am seeing is, look right here, I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, you should be able to see that. It looks like it's rising. It's pulling in as it's curing, I believe. It's creating a dome. It's very hard to see on camera. I'm going to try to get flush with the ground here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's doing it. It's pulling it in from the sides. And what I'm thinking is that maybe the resin starts to shrink. It's absorbing and pulling in as it's curing. I'm not going to be stupid about this. I was about to be, but you can still see it's still in its liquid form. Okay. I did want, it's because I put a lot on here. I am wanting to put the heat gun on it, but that will interfere with the study. The heat gun will give a different reaction, I believe. I think it's going to heat the foam up and pull the foam and shrink the foam even more. That's a study for y'all to try, or I might try later on for y'all. But yeah, honest assessment right now, other than the shrinking of the foam, other than the sides being pulled in, here and here being pulled in, I do not see any chemical reaction. I think the biggest concern that people were talking about was the fact that it would eat the foam. And as you can see, it is not eating the foam. I'm going to attempt... Ooh, did you see that? You see that haze look? That is freaking awesome. That haze look you are seeing is because it's dry. It's got like a dry shell to it. And still, because it's still drying, it's not fully cured, it's flexible. It moves with the foam, but it leaves a slight, it's hard to see, like a spiderweb type crackle to it, along with a haze. Alright, so I'm going to pause. I'm really curious on how this is going to look once. I was going to let it go at this and let you all know that it will not eat the foam. But now I'm kind of curious on what's going to be when it fully dries, so I'm sure you'll be curious too. Let me pause this. Alright, Tech Bear 1, 405th members, and brought to you by Soaring Hammer, Ithaca here. I brought it outside to get a little bit of heat because I was inside with the air conditioning, and most of y'all don't work in AC, so I wanted to get the true effects as much as possible out of this experiment, and we're looking pretty good. Like I said, I can show you. This is the front portion here, drying without eating away at the foam. Nice little haze, nice little mirror. You can actually see me in it. It's pretty wicked if you ask me. And the back side, you can see it's not eating through. It does, in fact, if this wind would stop blowing, which I doubt it will, because it's what happens when you're me. You can see it's got a bow to it. So it does bow, it does deform the foam. Like I said before, so make sure you have your foam securely fastened down around all edges and well in the center with your super glue or whatever your adhesive you're using. Make sure it's fully secure and fastened. Other than that, it kind of reminds me, to be honest with you, for future projects, somebody else keep this in mind. Anybody who does Predator/Alien stuff, tell me that would not make a badass like alien skin. That's what it kind of reminds me of. This slimy, got like a slimy, textured, glossy black look, like the skin off of the alien. I don't know. Think about it. Endless possibilities. It's got a little bit of flexibility to it. I'm sure once it fully dries, it will lose the flexibility. I'll let you know more. I'll probably post another video. I'm going to post this one up for now so you all can see I answered your question of no, it will not eat the foam. Okay. Well, 405th members, Soaring Hammer members, this is Ithaca, and Tech Bear 1, also known as Taz, off of 405th. To answer your question, there you see it. Experiment brought to you by Ithaca. I hope it answers any of your questions. Anybody's got any questions, let us know via writing, email, PM, text message, call me if you have to. Send me these videos. I was really, Tech Bear 1, you were the first person to do that, and it was kind of creative. I like it, and it was really fun responding back to you the same way. I know you said respond back via email or PM or something like that, but I figured this would be a lot better. Enjoy. Yeah, y'all thought I was going to forget. Remember, if we can do it, so can you.